Welcome back to Out in Alaska. This video is going to be called Living Off Grid Just Ain't Normal. Behind me, you're going to see some gifts sent to me by subscribers. Stick around to the end of the video, and I'm going to issue a special thank you for those who have sent physical gifts as well as monetary donations. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Enjoy the ride once again with Out in Alaska. I appreciate every single last one of you, friends. Uh-oh. And just when I said it, she went down.
Go potty. Go. Go potty.
Did he just tell me no?
Go potty.
It's been about 2 months since I posted last. There's been a lot going on, and then a lot in my mind. Also thinking that, or feeling that my life isn't that special. You know, when you live something, it just becomes part of you. So it's just what I do day to day. As I stated before, it wasn't natural for me to record, but I'm back. In this video, I'm going to show you just how not normal, how not mundane, and how not boring a day is for me out here. So on this particular day, I just went to town. This was yesterday, which was 23rd of July, which was a Wednesday. Look, I'm getting old, so bear with me. I went into Fairbanks, and this is just the journey of me back home. I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Leave comments. This is just my regular commute back from the store. So tell me what your commute's like back and forth to the house. I'm interested to know. Of course, Gage is in my lap. But enjoy. I hope you enjoy, and I will keep posting. In October, I made one of the biggest decisions of my life. I quit my job, packed up everything, and left Houston, Texas, for a remote, off-grid life in interior Alaska. It's just me and my dog Gage, and the wide open wilderness now. This is a journey about learning to live simply, embracing challenges, and finding myself in one of the most rugged and beautiful places on earth. Welcome to my adventure. I'm one step closer to the life I've always dreamed. All right, so we're officially ready to take our hike. I'm headed back to the house. I got up, loaded a bunch of laundry and my backpack with stuff in it. I already took one trip back through the woods to get it to the creek. So I'll drag this. I did the heavier stuff independently, so I didn't have to drag that with the not wanting it to flip over, so to speak. So here we are. I'm gonna make this trek back. It's about 5:30, I believe. It's 5:20. It's cloudy out today, but we getting much needed rain. We needed a lot of rain because Alaska has been on fire. So I'm just situate my hand to get a good grip on this pull. I am wearing a rain suit right now going across the water because I'm gonna take a couple of trips over, as you see when I get there, what I have to do. So here we are making that trek and pulling away. It's a little crazy walking on the side. I don't try to carry a bunch of things that are heavy in the sled unless I have the really wide sled, which I don't have with me, due to the fact that it'll tip over. And guess how I learned that? Experience. So I also watch the trees on my bag. Sometimes it'll catch the loop. There's a rope loop on the zipper, and it'll grab that loop and unzipping the zipper. And sometimes I have things that I really need in those zippers, like my keys. I really don't want that happening. So here we are. The hard part's over. It's not that far of a walk now. Just repositioning the hand. There's no more mud right here like it was until I get over to the creek. But she's pulling on along. It's a little swampy right here. Here we'll get through the swamp, up the hill, and set her down. All right, as you can see, those bottles right over here, over my left shoulder, I already brought over here. So those are for later. I'm gonna get my old trusty walking stick because this helps me keep my footing. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this over here now because this is not that heavy. And I need the walking stick a few places here. It helps, keeps me from slipping, and it helps me walk back up. This is the creek that I bust my knee in during breakup. So we're not trying to repeat that. Mainly I watch the sled, make sure that it's even and floating. Again, guess how I figured that out? So we're pretty good now with the float on across. This is trip number 1. So I love this rain suit, and we're walking up because it dries out pretty fast. The only thing I don't like is that if you're not in the water, you sweat like crazy. I mean, profusely. And I'm glad that I have it on because it's just starting to rain now. But we're almost to the Argo. Then we'll head back for the next trip and hope we have no faux pas. So that's what we came across. It's not much rain, it's just a drizzle right now. No lie, I kind of thought about leaving the laundry in my truck and getting it tomorrow, but when it gets in this mud, you got to really kick in the horsepower because it wants to suck it up. So you got to turn on all gear speeds. All righty, let me start loading this up. We're gonna try with one hand. There's nowhere really to set the camera at. I do have a way in which I like to load these items to keep them relatively clean on the way back. So there's that piece. All righty. So that's trip number 1. Now it's gonna be for the fun trip because this trip is heavy. So the big precaution with this trip is gonna be to make sure that I keep the weight even. And so once I get back to the house, I'm gonna open up some gifts that I've been sent from subscribers, and I do thank you. Guys, I do know it's been a long time since I posted. I'm embarrassed. Uh, to me, my life seems mundane, kind of boring. I guess it is, and it's not typical. It's very atypical. However, it's just me living out here. I do love it, but it comes with its challenges. It's really starting to come down a little bit now. So I typically get to know where all the slick spots are in this little creek. So it's some silty, nasty mud on the banks. In the middle is actually sandy. Very, oops, and there it slips down. It's really sandy. And so I know where the slips are. Going that way, it's not that bad. However, that is on that side is where I fell and bust my knee on an ice ledge. This side is a really steep step up. And this is when I dig in the walking stick and I use that to help me get up the little mud hill so I don't slide back down. And that helps. So We're up. All right. Now, I may have loaded 3 in here a few times, so we're gonna do a Yui in that. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the big water container up front to keep the front heavy. All right, and put gas in the back, and I'll put water in the middle. And the reason I do that is that gas weighs a tremendous amount more. I mean, less than water. Um, if you ever haul in 5 gallons worth of water versus 5 gallons worth of fuel, got to kick in horsepower. Yee! You will definitely see the difference. If I was just carrying 2 things, I'd usually just take the walking stick. And this is where it gets temperamental. You see how it wants to roll over and pick up water? So what we're gonna do is pull one end a little bit tighter so we can keep it even going across. And that's how we do that. Once I get in the water, I'll actually grab the plastic itself and hold it up until I get the ground again. Oh, the camera is doing all sorts of stuff. Let's try to fix that without bringing water on this sled. All right, I think we got her set up a little bit better now. I want to record it, but I also don't want to lose my load and have these floating down the creek. I've never had them go down the creek before, but I have had them flip over just when I walk in. So here we go. I'll hold it now, that way I can keep it even on the way over. So here we are, my last trip. I do have plenty of water already, but since I was going into town, into the big city, I figured I might as well get some more. 10 gallons is like 33 cents in the city versus in the town, 10 gallons cost me $2.50. So doesn't seem like a lot, but it adds. Uh-oh. And just when I said it, she went down. All right, my boat comes for the pull. And when I have a heavy load, I don't pull it all the way because it's mission impossible to pull a load all the way in the mud sometimes. Like right here, it wants to stop. So once I get where it's dry and a little beyond, I'll drive the Argo to it and then flip it over. So that's what we're gonna do. But it's also the reason why I didn't put my laundry in my backpack in there with heavier items, especially the ones that move in that sled, because what happens, they get off balance, like when I wasn't paying attention and running my mouth, and over it goes. So yeah, I gotta put my walking stick back over there because I'll miss that in the morning. All right, we'll go over to the Argo, get that old bad boy started, and turn it around. All righty. So now we got backed right up to it, and that's easier than me dragging it over there and getting all full of muck and mud and disgust. But there we go. So we'll get these put down in here. Actually, my water container kind of needed that bath, one of them anyways. It was good for it. Make sure they're on tight. And one more. So I'm left-handed. And I'm really, really left-handed. I don't like to do anything with my right at all. So me moving around and holding a camera with my left and trying to do things with my right, I probably look a little bit special, but it's just how left-handed I really am. So please forgive me. I think you'd much rather me do it with the other hand. All right, so we're gonna head home. So this thing drives like a tank, right? In order for me to turn it to the right, I have to pull back on this handle. Turn it to the left, I pull back on that handle. So doing that with one hand, let's put it in forward. It's not easy either, so you might get some skips. You may have noticed my face there and that something wasn't right. I spent about the next 20 minutes mumbling to myself, figuring out how to fix it. One of the tracks had broken off the Argo in half and was flipped backwards. And I only had one solution on getting home. So I have limited tools. So my options is to let that piece break off and then drop the track, or drive in reverse all the way. So I began that crazy journey, driving in reverse all the way back to the house. I fast forwarded this quite a bit because honestly, it was a little boring. It took me quite a while. It was a good 40-minute, I guess, journey driving backwards. And this is just me getting it situated to begin the backwards motion. Because of that piece, it was clumping and bumping the entire way. But finally, I got it to go backwards once I got it turned around here. And we started the journey with the backwards movement. It's always something out here in Alaska. It never fails. We knock over the gasoline and the water, and then begins this long backwards journey back to the house. I've learned to just take things in stride and as they come, and not get so worked up or worried about so many things. So as you see, I'm just smiling and trying to make the best of a bad situation. I decide to stop and let it rest when I got about the halfway point home, because the Argo is not designed to go in reverse for so long. So it was kind of important to give it that rest and let it chill out. So if my sound sounds weird, it's because I got some water in my microphone. Um, so I gave it that rest, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of the halfway home. Of course, I'll fast forward this for you guys, and cut some of my accidents out of it. You've seen enough of those today. But we finally got it back home. It took a while. It was a weird, long trip of just slowly making changes and corrections to it to get it back through the mud bogs, all the great mud piles, and all of that stuff to get home. And once I get home, it was time to check on the chickens, give them feed and water, let Gage out, and then we'll sit down and go over some of the packages I received from you great subscribers. So let's check on the chickens. Let's see the chickadees. They make a mess, but there they are. Two, four, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One is missing. Throw that gauge out. I can get this stuff out. So I did this to the porch. I put that over here, that way I can get to that side of it pretty easy tomorrow, because ain't nobody got time for that tonight. My generator's on 28%. That's means my batteries are probably pretty charged up. And there's old Gage in the What you doing, buddy? Huh? What you doing? What you doing, man? Go potty. Go potty. Go potty. Go potty. Go. Go potty. Did he just tell me no? Go potty. Gage. Hey, go potty. Go potty. Go potty. No, go potty. You just want to be a nuisance. I see it. I see that. You just want to be a nuisance. All right, I'm gonna get everything unloaded because he's just being a nuisance right now. What a crazy day. What a crazy life. But as promised, we're gonna go into some of those packages I received. So we're gonna start with this one here. It's from Amazon to out in Alaska. If your name is not included in here, I will leave a thanks in the notes once I'm able to look that up. So, oh my goodness, it's cutting boards. Fat Boy loves to cook. So, thank you so much for the cutting boards. I really do appreciate it. I definitely needed them. Sit those back there. And this particular subscriber sent me an email to let me know that things are being sent out. A set of oven mitts. Awesome. Let's get those opened up. And I thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. Oh, these are really nice. Oven mitts and towel sets. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. I'm definitely going to put these to good use. And the same subscriber actually sent me a kitchen utensil set. Not going to lie, I've been using it already. Some of them, most of it's still in the box, but I will get this set up now and you will see it in the next video. I do promise you that. Thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate it. So much love to you, my friend. It goes without saying that I really do appreciate it. Due to some technical difficulties, instead of absolutely saying your name, I'm going to put your name on the video. We're having internet connection issues right now, and getting everyone's stuff on there is difficult, but to pull up all of my emails and whatnot. But I wanted to get this video recorded, start putting the video together, and then I can edit that in. So my apologies. Next, I do know who these came from because they were my mother. And my mom actually sent me oven mitts as well. So I have oven mitts and placemats and tea towels and a matching coffee mug that says "You are the bee's knees." So, Mom, I really appreciate it. I love you. And as I said, I wanted to give a special shout out to 2 subscribers who left monetary funds on my behalf um, in the link below. I really do appreciate it. It's been really tough financially. As of this week, currently, my job is shut down for the week, so I don't have any work. Um, I I greatly, greatly appreciate it. All of it is so, so appreciated. The struggle is real out here sometimes, but I refuse to give up. You know, trouble doesn't last always, and things are going to get better. So, thank you for sticking along with me. Stick around. I should be posting another video in the next day or two, and a few more. I have a lot of things recorded, and I'll keep them posting. Much love, my friend. Thank you very much.